Granger. Check by James. Here's Hill. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a
pass to West. Here's Hibbert. George outside. Lets it go from deep. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. First quarter of action. Just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Chalmers. Check by Hill.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish. Here's Granger. Check by James. Shot's good by Granger.
Just taking it right to the rim. And
mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Pass to Hill. Back to George. Up and in on the layup. George has got 5. Pass to West. George outside. A leaner. Another shot. And he takes it up and lays it in.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well. Cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Chalmers, the pass to Bosh. Here's the 3. Wade, that's good. Give him 8.
And credit his teammates for feeding.
Here's Wade. Takes it inside. Can't get it to go. He's made 3. He's missed 3 so far. Here's George. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And it all comes together because George is...
Here's Lewis. Here's Chalmers. No points so far.
And when defenders are lurking, that bounce pass can be the only way to get it through.
Beyond the arc. Miami grabs the miss. And here's James. 6 points for him.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both. Pass to Mahimi. And here's George. And he gets it to go from the high post. George has got 11 points.
A huge reason why this team is on top.
Here's James. Shot blocked. George drives in. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And now it's a 4-point pace on the baseline. James has gone 5 of 13 from the field. Here's George. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Pass to Anderson. To the inside. Here's James. James can't get that one to fall.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
And that one is hammered home.
Attacking the rim with power.
The 3 is up. And it's Chalmers missing.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Granger. Oh, he goes up high for the 2-handed slam.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat.
Could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up. And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
And there's James from the arc. He drops it from range. James has got 13. Here's Granger. No good with the triple. Heat trail by 5. Here's Wade. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. George drives in over James. George's shot is good. George has got 17 points. George outside. Pass to Scola. The 3. And it's Paul George with the 3. George has got...
All his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Here's James. Hey, it's James slamming it down.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so epic.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
James deciding where to go with it. Count it! The defender is called for the block, and he could turn this into a three-point play. Rebound Miami. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Here's James. Soft touch off the glass. And now it's a 7-point. Inside. And George with the jam.
I like when Paul looks to...
George for three. Drops in the three. George has got 10. There's a screen. Fires for three. Anthony grabs the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And Bosh gets it to go.
And he's coming off a huge...
Hibbert passes to George. On target from range. George has got 28 points for the game. It's a 13-point game. Hibbert passes to George. Outside, Hill. Inside. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up. James, outside. Fires from 14. Again, the Pacers. Good for two more. Pass to Battier. And he's going for the oop here. And slam dunk by James. And the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. George outside. The three is up. Knocks down the long J. George has got 8 points in the quarter, making it 9. Here's Wade. Indiana with a rebound. George has got 4 rebounds in the game. Turner attacking. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
And when you...
James outside. And again, no good by Miami.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Stevenson's shot is good. And now just a 4-point Heat lead.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Here's Wade. Blocked!
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
They found strong offensive footing in the open court.
Here's Chalmers. He's got 6. Oh, swiped away. Stevenson with the ball. Picked up by James for the tie. And that's 2 points on the layup. Stevenson's got 6 points in the quarter.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
And making sure they convert by finishing strong.
Here's the pick. And there's James from the arc. Pure from 3-point range. Second chance effort. Blocked. George left side. And the three-pointer goes. George has got 39.
Such a almost as good as in.
Here's Wade. James with the ball. Turner covers. And it's James with the jam.
When a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Now here's Stevenson to take the lead. And it's good on the layup. Stevenson's got 19 points. Here's Hibbert. Clock at 4. Blocked! James outside. Tipped! Allen on the wing. Here's Anderson. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Making sure of it with the time. Trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Now James, baseline jumper right on the money. James has got 40's approach.
He has one thing on his mind, close this game out.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
Man.
Here's Hill. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Heat with the lead. Allen outside. Knocks it down from distance. They set a pick to tie it up. Drills it from deep. And that'll tie this game up. Down low. With the teardrop. West misses.
Just outworking the shooter, keeping the shot off target and bagging the rebound.
And it's rejected. And yep, it's good. Bosh has got 21 points in the game. Miami leading by 4. Pass to Chalmers. From the corner. That one's good. From James on the assist by Allen. Allen's got Miami leading by 4. And there's 1:38 left in the 4th. And he lobs it up to the rim. Up high and down it goes on the lob. Bosh to the paint. Here's Wade. Anderson passes to Wade. It's rebounded by George. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Steps back and shoots. Yep, right through the net. George has got 41.
This dude is nails in the clutch. You want your best shot at winning at the end, give the ball to PG.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
And here's Hill. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. Here's George. Shot clock at 6. And it's good. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
Pass to Wade. Poked loose. Oh, George with a steal.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball.
To take the lead. The 3 won't fall. So it's the Heat taking the W in a close one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Ali LaFleur.